Hi, Joshua Parker here again, and in this video I wanted to do a quick review of one of Annie Jacobsen's books, Area 51. I've been reading some of Annie Jacobsen's books lately, and I think she's a great writer, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I'm also going to do a separate video reviewing this book, which is another one of her books, Operation Paperclip. But in this video, I'm going to review the Area 51 book specifically, and I want to get into detail about the Operation Paperclip video book in the other video, and some connections it had to some other subjects I've been involved in studying. But in this book, I want to talk a little about Area 51, specifically this book and Annie Jacobsen's perspective on Area 51, because it's pretty interesting. But I'm just kind of wondering. I'd like your opinion too on the context where she comes on this topic, because basically she sums up the Area 51 and from her research showing that Area 51 was an area. Well, I mean, it's pretty clear what it is at this point. Anyone researching this subject knows that it's a secret military slash CIA base, or location where they've done a lot of research on various aerial crafts, and that were used in various spy missions and surveillance missions, and basically the way, and it's right near the Nevada test site where just a huge series of atomic testing has gone on since the post-World War II era, and actually dating back maybe even before that. But it goes back into really the origins of the atomic testing that's been done both above ground and underground after various after the nuclear test ban treaties that basically prohibited above ground nuclear testing. So Area 51 is right in close proximity to the Nevada test site in this Groom Lake area, which was and Annie Jacobsen is a great writer, and I really appreciate her storytelling abilities and the way she makes these topics really accessible. But at the same time, looking at this, I also personally come at it from a perspective of understanding the electrogravitic technologies that were existing in even the more conventional technologies of electrogravitics, like T. Townsend Brown, which he was doing these various real simple experiments that have been duplicated pretty extensively, where there's propulsion effects from simply using electricity and various electrostatic effects, and causing propulsion in this electrostatic way that was arguably used on projects like the B-2 bomber and other potentially plenty of other crafts. But not much is known about what followed after T. Townsend Brown did his research, because a lot, it just kind of disappeared, and a lot of those projects likely went very black, and that's the thing, is that a lot of her research that went into this book was from declassified black projects. So in a way, I mean, what comes out of this is that all that we're seeing from this is what essentially the CIA, the government, has allowed to become declassified. So it's kind of like a hand-picked version of what essentially was being researched at Area 51. So it could be missing quite a bit of technologies. And personally, I believe that there exists electrogravitic technology that's far past what is explored in this book, which gets into some of the high-tech drone technologies and Mach 3 aircrafts, and both Mach 3 and above Mach 3 for drones, and Mach 3 that were piloted, and it's very interesting technology. And like I said, the story is really interesting, and I encourage anyone to read this. But I'd really like other people's opinions on the maybe the underlying depth of what's not revealed in here, because I think even from certain firsthand viewing of aircrafts and the way they may have vertical takeoff phenomena, I didn't read anything in here about any vertical takeoff technology as far as electrogravitic technology or any electrogravitic technologies really in here. There's a lot about stealth aircrafts, of course, and obviously that was a topic being explored at Groom Lake, Area 51. But what about vertical takeoff aircrafts and electrogravitics, like purely electrogravitic crafts that surpass any of this technology because they involve movement that essentially creates its own gravity fields, so that the operator or the pilot of the aircraft and any people in the aircraft are not subject to g-forces. So that can involve much higher speed movement, and also shifts in direction that normal standard aircrafts just can't do. So that's the question: was that type of technology also explored at Area 51, regardless of whether it's UFO based or not UFO, or extraterrestrial based, or human technology that's been developed, by us. I think, of course, that's the big question: were there aliens involved? And I'm not trying to say Area 51 is an area where they were, operating on aliens or anything like that. Who knows? Maybe they were, or maybe they weren't. I don't have any firsthand experience about any of that, so I can't comment on it really. There's plenty of speculation about that kind of stuff. But so I just kind of wanted to open up conversation on this topic, and because obviously this is a book that a lot of people are going to read. She seems to be a popular author, and I do appreciate her books. I will be reading her more recent DARPA book. Maybe she talks about some vertical takeoff technology in that book, but yeah. So that's my review of the Area 51 book. Thank you for watching. Please share your comments. Reply to this video with your video replies too, if you care to, and I look forward to exploring this topic further. So yeah, again, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.